Alright, so if you're seeing this video, it means I am too nervous to read this in front of everybody, and I'll probably cry. So, we're going to just skip that. I've got a lot of memories, but I'm not sure where to start. A lot of things have come and gone, but this one breaks my heart. Maybe start with friends we've made, or demos that we saw. Warming up, while literally warming up, waiting for our toes to thaw. But it was more than just a place to go to hide from snow or rain. It's where I met my best friend Cookie. It's where Cookie got his name. I remember watching Colin skate. I think everybody does. I used to secretly film him from across the park. I was 13, and he had no idea who I was. I'd go home and capture all the clips, rewatch all the tricks 1,000 times, and try to emulate that flick. There were countless games of skate over the hip. I remember Witta and Marshall did so many kickflips in the Crux kickflip challenge. They got bored and started skating switch. I can't remember who won. I have this nightmare where I'm asking Dave to buzz me in, but the door is broken. The knob won't turn. So I buckle my helmet and I bust it open. I feel lost and confused as I look around, because it isn't Talent anymore. It's office spaces now. There's carpets on the ground, men in meetings on the phone, and I go from feeling right at home to never so alone. I spent my childhood in a colorful paper bracelet. I'm an astronaut. My skateboard is my spaceship. Talent is the universe, flying all around it. Some people spend their whole life searching for happiness. When I was 10, I found it. I would stay for all the sessions if my mom would let me. And sometimes she would. She'd drop me off at noon, drive 45 minutes back home, and then come back at 9 to get me. Even then, I wouldn't want to leave. I mean, I'd only skated for 9 hours. I got more tricks up my sleeve. I would almost always be the last one out of the park, and if we arrived early, I'd be standing there by the door, with my helmet buckled, and I'd be the first one in there when the session starts. My mom was the illest skate mom. She took my friends and I everywhere. I wasn't that close to my dad. When I came to Talent, all of a sudden I had 2 moms. And Dave became that father I never had. I cannot thank you both enough for how you've helped me grow. Your selflessness and care for me means more than I can show. I've probably spent more time inside this place than my own home. I can't believe the time that's passed. These 16 years have flown. I did the math, and I didn't want to exaggerate, so I kept my figures low. But from Barrie to Talent, it's 45 minutes each way you go. I figure each year I did that at least 100 times. That's 9,000 minutes or 6.25 days a year for at least 8 years I spent making that drive. Even if I got hurt in the first minute, the sesh was great. I could spend hours just watching Ryan Edwards skate. Or Casey, or A-Bear, or Clint, or Stem. They all probably thought I was an annoying little kid, but I looked up to all of them. I'll never forget going to Minnesota with Talent for the Top Shop trip. My run was a disgrace. I think we were close to last, and then Colin skated, and all of a sudden we were in 3rd place. It was Marshall, Colin, Cody, Oliver, myself, and Cookie. By this point, I had known Dave for about 5 years, but that trip was the first time I ever met Woodsy. The love I have for Talent in my heart is overflowing. I wish I had the cash to pay the bills and keep this going. I can't believe it's really ending. All this just feels wrong. And if these walls could talk, they'd probably sing an A-Dog song. And if I had a time machine, I'd go back to a day that we were all in here together, and I'd break it, and I'd stay.